Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a really serious and often heartbreaking topic, dog aggression. If you're watching this, you might be feeling stressed, scared, or even a little bit hopeless about your dog's behavior. First, I want you to take a deep breath and know you're not alone, and you've taken a brave first step by seeking help. Aggression in dogs is complex, but it's often rooted in fear, anxiety, or a feeling of needing to protect something. It's rarely because a dog is bad. In this video, we're going to break down what aggression really is, why it happens, and most importantly, what you can do about it. This isn't about quick fixes or punishment. It's about understanding, patience, and rebuilding trust with your canine companion. So grab a notebook and let's get started on this journey together. First things first, let's understand what we're talking about when we say aggression. It's not just biting. Aggression is a spectrum of behaviors that dogs use to communicate they're uncomfortable and want a perceived threat to go away. It starts with subtle signals you might be missing. Think about things like a stiff body, a hard stare, ears pinned back, or the classic lip curl and low growl. Then it can escalate to snarling, snapping, and, in the worst cases, biting. Recognizing these early warning signs is your most powerful tool. Your dog isn't trying to be dominant or mean. They're essentially shouting, "I'm scared! Please back off!" The goal is to learn to hear their whisper so they don't have to scream. So why does a dog become aggressive? There are many potential reasons. It could be fear-based, maybe from a past trauma or lack of socialization. It could be territorial, where they feel the need to protect their home or you. It can be possessive, also known as resource guarding, over things like food, toys, or even their favorite spot on the couch. Pain is another huge trigger. A dog who suddenly becomes aggressive might be suffering from an undiagnosed medical issue. That's why the absolute first step you should take if you see a sudden change in behavior is to visit your veterinarian for a complete health checkup. Ruling out pain is critical before you even begin to address the behavior. Other causes can include frustration or even genetics. Understanding the why behind your dog's specific aggression is key to creating an effective plan. Now let's talk about the most important don'ts. What should you absolutely avoid when dealing with an aggressive dog? First and foremost, never use punishment. Yelling, hitting, using shock collars, or alpha rolling your dog will not solve the problem. In fact, it will make it much, much worse. Remember, aggression is often rooted in fear. When you punish a dog for growling, you're punishing the warning signal. You might teach them not to growl, but you haven't fixed the underlying fear. So next time, they might skip the growl and go straight to a bite. You've just removed the fire alarm, but the fire is still raging. You must avoid creating more fear and anxiety. This approach is not only ineffective, but also damages the trust and bond you have with your dog, which is the very foundation we need to rebuild. Okay, so what should you do? The core strategy is management and modification. Management means preventing the dog from being in situations where they feel the need to be aggressive. If your dog is aggressive towards other dogs on walks, for now, you manage that by walking at quiet times, crossing the street to avoid other dogs, or using visual barriers. If they guard their food bowl, you manage it by feeding them in a separate, safe room where they won't be bothered. Management is not a long-term solution, but it's a crucial first step. It immediately increases safety for everyone and reduces your dog's stress, which is essential for any learning to happen. You can't learn when you're constantly panicked, and neither can your dog. Think of it as creating a safe bubble where you can begin the real work. Once management is in place, we can start with behavior modification. The main techniques here are desensitization and counter-conditioning. It sounds complicated, but the concept is simple. Desensitization means gradually exposing your dog to their trigger at a very low level, a level where they don't react. Counter-conditioning means changing your dog's emotional response to that trigger from, "Oh no, scary thing," to, "Oh wow, that thing predicts something amazing is about to happen." For example, If your dog is reactive to other dogs, you might start by letting them see another dog from 100 feet away, a distance where they see it but don't care. The second they see the dog, you feed them a super high-value treat, like chicken or cheese. The dog disappears. The treats stop. Over many sessions, you slowly decrease the distance. Your dog begins to learn that the sight of another dog makes delicious chicken appear. It changes their entire feeling about the situation. This process must be done slowly and carefully. The key is to always stay sub-threshold, meaning your dog never gets to the point of reacting. If your dog growls, lunges, or barks, you've gone too fast or gotten too close. Simply create more distance and try again at an easier level next time. This is not a race. Pushing your dog too quickly will set you back. This is all about building positive associations and rebuilding your dog's confidence. You're teaching them that they don't need to be afraid and that they can trust you to keep them safe. It's about empowering them with a new, more positive way to feel about the world. This is where patience truly becomes your greatest asset. Let's discuss some practical tools that can help. A well-fitted basket muzzle is a fantastic safety tool. Muzzles have a bad reputation, but they are an incredibly responsible thing to use. A basket muzzle allows your dog to pant, drink, and take treats, but it prevents a bite. It can lower your stress levels, which in turn helps your dog stay calmer. And it keeps everyone safe while you work through the training plan. It's not a punishment, it's a safety net. Another great tool is simply distance. Distance is your best friend when dealing with reactivity. Creating more space between your dog and their trigger is the easiest way to prevent a reaction. Also, focus on enrichment. A tired, mentally stimulated dog is less likely to be stressed and reactive. Use puzzle toys, scent work games, and training sessions to work their brain. Now, a very important point: when to call a professional. Aggression is a serious issue with serious safety implications. While the information here is a great starting point, most cases of aggression require the hands-on guidance of a qualified professional. Please, do not try to handle severe aggression on your own. Look for a certified professional dog trainer, a certified dog behavior consultant, or a veterinary behaviorist. Be wary of anyone who promises quick fixes or promotes the use of force, punishment, or dominance-based methods. A good professional will work with you to create a customized, humane plan based on positive reinforcement, and they will support you every step of the way. Investing in professional help is an investment in your dog's well-being and your family's safety. This is a long road, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed. There will be good days and bad days. Celebrate the small victories, the moment your dog saw a trigger and chose to look at you instead. Forgive yourself and your dog for the setbacks. The goal is progress, not perfection. Remember to manage your own stress, as your dog can feed off your anxiety. Take deep breaths, stay positive, and focus on rebuilding that beautiful bond of trust. Your dog isn't giving you a hard time, they're having a hard time. With understanding, patience, and the right techniques, you can help them navigate their fears and live a happier, more peaceful life. You can do this. Thank you so much for watching and for being a dedicated dog parent willing to put in the work. It truly matters. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more compassionate dog training advice. Drop a comment below to share your journey or ask a question. We're a community here to support each other. Stay safe, stay patient, and we'll see you in the next video.